1, 2, 3, yeah!
When I first heard about Team Man, I was actually at the Olympic Games of 2008. I was an assistant coach for the U.S. sprinting team, and it was the day after Usain Bolt just beat all those records. And you'd think people would be talking about that, but it was kind of weird because no one was. And I kept hearing people kind of talking in these hushed tones, and I didn't know what they were talking about. Word finally started spreading around the yard about this team of 4 guys going around breaking all these new records that had just been set the day before. People were talking about it like they were some sort of freaks, like they were gods. And it was weird because they were supposed to be from the United States of America, and I was just shocked because I'd never heard of them, and I'd been in the sprinting world for years now. When I found out they were midgets, I was honestly blown away. Shortly thereafter, they decided to race the camel.
The handlers are bringing the beast down to the starting line right now. Team Man is getting one final look at the competition, and you can see the dramatic difference in size among the competitors.
Okay, here's the thing. I don't care how good you are. I don't care how confident you are. As soon as that camel comes walking out of that tunnel, the entire game changes. Okay, and you could see it in their eyes. They were intimidated. And for a competitor, that changes everything. And of course, it didn't exactly help that the camel sort of began to freak out.
Look at him, he's starting to buck. Remember, this is a very large beast. What must Team Man be thinking as they're getting into position for the race? Oh, the camel is freaking out. The camel is freaking out. He is literally pulling and dragging his trainer across the track. Look at that. This is not good for Team Man. They are watching this as we are. And are they waving it off? Are they waving it off? I would not want to be in their position. This is a scary moment. I am glad I'm up here and not down there.
A lot of people thought that when they waved it off, that was going to be the end of it. We were going to miss the race of the century. But as history shows, and as we all know now, that's not quite how it ended.
Get the lead and keep it. The beast is in the starting gate. The revenge of the little people begins as soon as former Olympic starter Dan Reinstein counts us down, and here we go.
On your marks. Set.
Okay, the first handoff is clean, and the beast is still on. No, wait, there he goes, and the beast is now starting to go. The camel is moving. The question is, will he be too far back to catch up?
Now, it's apparent in this moment that the camel had been toying with the midgets the entire race, but was that the camel's fatal error? Because the camel apparently did not know the name Frank Gibb.
Merga handing it off to Frank Gibb. Oh, that is a bad pass. That's a bad pass. But Frank Gibb is just turning it off. Boy, is he moving. He's covering some ground and closing the gap. The camel is slowing down, and it's anybody's race. We're down to the finish line, and oh! It is a photo finish that's way too close to call. What a race.
So, that was it. The most amazing race no one ever talks about. Man versus Beast. The greatest story ever told. David versus Goliath. So, who won, you ask? I leave that up for you to decide. I'm here to tell you it doesn't matter who won the race. What matters is that those midgets beat every land speed record known to mankind. And was that enough for them to quit? No, it wasn't. They got out there and they said, you know what? Bring me the fastest beast on the planet. They said, okay, we can get you a camel. The midget said, doesn't matter, we will race it tomorrow. I don't care what it is. And when they write the history books, no one's going to remember who won that race. What they're going to remember is when those midgets put it all on the line for glory.